Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you are new, thank you for joining me. Give me a chance. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Good to see you. And why I am uh, thinking about it, because I usually forget it, to invite people to become part of my tribe. I am trying to build my tribe here on YouTube. I tell the story about always feeling that I had never found my tribe. And maybe my tribe is here on YouTube. And I hope you would become a part of that tribe. And we're going to talk about a whole lot of interesting things. And hopefully you'll be involved and I'll get to know you and you'll get to know me. And it's all going to be good. Okay? All right, so please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell and please give me a thumbs up for that old algorithm. I am struggling with it. It's my understanding that when you're new and you don't have a whole lot of videos and you struggle with the algorithm. And so if you would please give me a thumb up and help me with that. All right, I want to get into the first video that I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to do two today. And I saw an article in OK Magazine where in OK Magazine they're writing that Meghan Markle should visit the UK because that will help. Let's see what it exactly says. It says Meghan Markle is urged to visit the UK in a bid to be more relatable and rebuild popularity. Meghan Markle has been advised to acknowledge past missteps and to be more relatable in order to improve her public image, as well as visiting the UK where she once lived. Oh, how the worm has turned. I remember when it was article after article after article talking about how Megan should go home when she lived in the UK, how she wasn't welcome, just huge amount of xenophobia and towards her. And they were like, I mean, article after she could not do anything. If she breathed in and out, they would say, how dare her? How dare her breathe in and out? Now that's not literally, but and I'm being a little facetious, but it's true. I mean, we all know the story of the avocados. Kate William was gifted an avocado and was told to take it home to his wife who was having morning sickness. And oh, it was so wonderful and kind and caring. But Megan had a friend over. He took a picture of what she prepared for him, which was avocado toast. And all of a sudden, she was causing drought in South America somewhere. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And accusing her of trying to kill Princess Charlotte with her bouquet, not thinking that Princess Charlotte had been around those flowers so much. And why would Meghan intentionally try to hurt a child? But they wanted to make her out the villain and they wanted her to leave. But the crook of the whole thing was her to leave without Harry. Okay? They wanted Harry to stay, but they wanted Meghan to leave because they're such a power couple together. They wanted to split that that power couple up and they would be less threatening separated. And so, what the big surprise was is when they left together. Harry said it himself in an interview. I think, who was that interview with? I think it was with Anderson Cooper. don't hold me to that, but I think it was Anderson Cooper where he said that it was a lot of people. It could have been Anderson Cooper or Stephen Colbert. I can't remember which one, but it was either or, where he said that they were surprised. They always, I think it was Stephen Colbert. He said they always knew that Megan would leave because they would treated her so harshly. And it was a big conspiracy to get her to leave because they felt that her popularity, her relatability was on par with Diana, and they just could not handle that. Charles' little fragile ego, and Williams, I don't know what's going on there. It's a lot going on there. And I did a video earlier about my theory about what's going on with William. When he was 8 years old, he was hit in the head with a golf club, and he had a fractured skull. And how an injury like that can change your personality. And not saying that that's what happens. What happened? This is just my theory. So I think that's what's going on there. And that is why he's such a dangerous person to Meghan, her family, and to Prince Harry. That's my opinion. I'm standing 10 toes down on it, and I believe that. Okay. But getting back to what we were discussing, it is so ironic to me now that they're writing articles. They did all of that because when I think Megan stayed there maybe 18 months, and they day after day after day, and they still do it to this day. Every day, Megan's name is in the newspaper over there. It's ridiculous. I was thinking this morning, how hard it must be her. You know, everybody try to use your name for clout. Everybody try to use your name uh, for hate, to profit. I mean, it is people here on this app who makes thousands and thousands of dollars. It's one particular one who has little teeny weeny teeth. Well, she had teeny weeny teeth, and she started making so much money off of Megan, hating on Megan, lying on Megan. Uh, and I don't understand. I don't get this app how you can profit from hate like that, and to the point where she actually got enough money to get her teeth fixed. So Megan actually got her teeth fixed, and now her teeth are too big. So she went from little bitty teeth to big teeth. So it's comical to say the least. But yes, and also she's an American, which I really have a problem with that because one of the reasons why they really dislike Megan so much over there on that salty island was the fact that not it wasn't all about Megan being black. It wasn't all about Megan being having that common touch, that spark, that's that sprinkle of Markle sparkle. It wasn't all about that. Another reason why they really hated her is because she was American, and for Americans to get on here and to profit off of hating on a fellow American, I have a problem with that, and that is why I am going to talk about Miss Farmer Gumby and now Miss Big Tooth. I'm always gonna come for her because it is disgusting to me. If the shoe was on the other foot and Megan was a white person from America, I would feel the same way I feel right now because I feel as Americans we should stick together, and when people are hating on us because we are American, it is a lot of hate around the world towards the American people for no reason whatsoever, except that we are Americans. And so for you to profit off of that, for you to join in on that, that's why I have a problem with you. But I digress. I digress. I'll go back to the article, which, like I said, the article said Meghan Markle is urged to visit the UK in a bid to be more relatable and to rebuild popularity. Why they think she needs to be popular over there? Hmm, why? And they did everything. And I'm not saying the British public, because when Harry was over there for the 10th anniversary Invictus game at St. Paul's Cathedral, I think it was. The people was out, they were loving, and so they have done everything they could to try to turn the British people against them, but it's not the British people. You know, I'm not saying it's not some that have been brainwashed through those rags over there. I mean, when I tell you they are rags, it should be illegal to be able to lie like they do. But, it's been some that's been brainwashed. But, you know, I think the majority of the people really love Harry and really like Meghan. You know, it's nothing to rebuild. It's the fact that the British media who feels like they have the power over the people to guide them and make them love who they want them to love, hate who they want them to hate, vote for who they want them to vote for. They really think that they're all powerful. They're like the Wizard of Oz. But at the end of the day, well, I won't even say at the end of the day. What Meghan proved and Harry proved that they are like the Wizard of Oz. You know, Meghan and Harry pulled the curtain back, and we saw that that the British media is nothing except um, a part of a smear campaign that that them and Charles and the palaces have put together to try to destroy Meghan and Harry, because Meghan and Harry will not play the game. And they did it to Diana. And I'll tell you another thing that really, really ugh, irks me is that when Diana died, all these people were crying, saying, "We're going to support the boys. We're going to be there for the boys. It's about the boys." And I'm going to do a video about how Charles used the boys. He is the worst of the worst when it comes to being a parent. He's the most selfish, self centered, emotionally retarded piece of, uh, anyway, than anybody that I've ever saw. How can you do that to your child? And he has been leaking ever since Harry left. Uh, they found out that people still love Harry, and it didn't sit well with them how he did Harry when he came over there. And he's been leaking ever since, leaking like a sieve, trying to make it straight, right. You know, just one lie after another. But Megan do not need to come to the UK. It's not safe for her. And the palace, uh, Charles, especially William. I don't know what's going on with Kate. I can't even say what's going on with Kate. She might not even know she's here. But they do not want Meghan to come to the UK. They do not want Archie to come to the UK. They do not want Lilibeth to come to the UK. They actually don't want Harry to come to the UK, actually. But because they know if they all came together, if they would be just like what was that Marvel movie, the Avengers, they would be like the Avengers assemble. They would be just like the Avengers. They would shut that little salty island down. They would be hanging from trees and every lamp post, every every manhole would have a camera in it. They would have to go to other countries to get more cameras because it wouldn't be enough on that little salty island to take the pictures that they wanted to take of Lilibeth and Archie and Megan. So no, they don't want them to come. Now the press is starting to want them to come. They are really starting to want them to come, and they are starting to turn a little. I see that. They're not as nasty. They are trying to lure them in. But as for Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace and the firm, no, they don't want them to come. That is the reason why they won't give them protection. It's because they don't want them to come. All right, then. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back. If you like what you heard, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. And what was the other one? Oh, yeah, yes. Subscribe. See you next time. Bye.